Morning boys and girls, just come down for a few hours down South Walsham Broad. That's about 6:20 in the morning. Lovely still day. Left to give this a go. Well, bait wise today I've obviously got some corn, some maggots and a few worms. Oh, lovely dendrobaenas. Obviously fishing on the feeder. A bit of a boo-boo. Well, I ain't broken quiver tip in. Well, that white rod's going. Oh, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? I'll give it a second. Yeah, I ain't broke a quiver tip in 20 years, and I broke one last week, and I just got this rod out of the rod bag, and the tip's broken on this as well. That tell you there ain't enough support in them rod bags, in it. I shouldn't be getting this. Luckily, I bought 2 more tips, but look to me like there's a fish on there. I better reel that in. Well, obviously if you put maggots on, you can get roach. Any tiny little species, or tiny little example of species, but that's what you got to expect in it. Let's get it unhooked. I've got worm on the other hook. Obviously worm everything's dead, so that keep the roach away. We might have to keep up with that if we keep getting these little roach. Well, after that little roach the first cast, I decided on the right hand rod I'll put a bit of corn, and I'll keep a worm on the left hand rod. Obviously should avoid them roach. I can't believe I broke another quiver tip, what a bugger. And amateur me has left me, because I got them new quiver tips the other day. I took the tube out of my rod holder and I'll put it in my house to put the other new quiver tips in, and I forgot to put it back in the bloody rod holder. Sod's law in it. Well, it's now 7 o'clock and just heard one of the old throaty diesel engines just start up. Giving it the big one. Obviously they woke up and had a bit of breakfast and going on their way, I suppose. I've never been on a boat on holiday, but that looked quite good, didn't it? The old diesel engine rattle around here loud in the quiet morning. Well, fishing certainly seemed to be on the quiet side. I had that roach first cast on maggot, but I thought we didn't want too many of them, so I'll put both of them on worm now. Obviously a little bit of chopped worm in the feeder and head on the hook. Let's see how we go now. So I come down here last week. Oh, look at that, that's looking promising. Well, there certainly seemed to be plenty of roach rattling the tips, but there doesn't seem to be nothing else. I thought we'd come here and get a few skimmers. That would be bloody lovely. But that's not looking very good at the minute. You get the tips rattling a little bit, and the worms are like a little bit chewed, but that's just little old roach in it like I got the first cast. I did look out here a little while ago and there's about 5 or 6 cormorants all sitting there, so I'm sure they'd like a nice skimmer for breakfast too. Well, what do we have here? Oh, Mr. Worm paid off. Lovely little skimmer. Nice to see, innit? So the fish were here. I just needed the right bait. I come the other day and used corn and didn't get nothing. So you learn, change bait, a little bit of worm, perfect, exactly what you need. And what do we have here too on the other rod? That's a bit better, isn't it? 2 skimmers, one after the other, about 30 seconds apart. Just what you want. Not quite as big as the last one, but still gratefully received. Oh, nearly dropped it. I'll get that back. So 2 skimmers in about 2 minutes on a little bit of worm. Well, that just proves you need to get that bait right, doesn't it? The other day I fished down here for 3 or 4 hours. Let's see, the tips are rattling already. I fished down here for 2 or 3 hours the other day. Had a few small roach, never saw a skimmer. The roach are on maggots and nothing on corn at all, but as soon as you put a bit of chopped worm in the swim, they bloody love it, don't they? Good, I just set up a wormery in the last couple of days, isn't it? Well, that's a tiny little bugger. That just proved they like worm at all stages of the life, doesn't it? Get that back. Worm definitely seems to be the kiddie here. Now I even got roach on the worm. Not what I want. That's the reason why I use a worm. Just to try and have nothing too wiggly in the swim. Try and keep them roach away. I don't want them bloody things. Gah. Well, I'm certainly getting a few small stuff now. They definitely like the worm. Get that back. They are the future after all. But let's hope the next few casts will get a few bit better skimmers. Don't lose them little old ones. You do want a few nice ones, don't you? What have we got here? That's a better one, isn't it? Definitely seem like worm is the future here. Well, that's a nice plump fish, isn't it? Certainly a lot better than the other stamp. Got some of those slimy old wiggly things. But that's got to be the best one of the day so far. Let's get the net and get that back. They are snotty, slimy old things, aren't they? There seemed to be a bit of a routine here. I'm getting 2 or 3 tiny little skimmers, like 4 or 5 inches long, and then suddenly, oh, I feel better. I'm getting definitely better fish this is. What is it? I seem to be getting 2 or 3 little tiny ones, like 4 or 5 inches, and then I then get a better one. This one feels a little bit better. I think it's a perch. Yeah, this one's a little perch. Yeah, this spiky little perch. I ain't got a perch in ages. Get that back. What I was saying, we seem to be getting 2, 3, 4 these little tiny skimmers about that big, and then I'll get a better one. There seems to be a hell of a lot in here. A lot of the smaller stuff. I don't know if the bigger stuff have been eaten a bit by these cormorants and thinned them out. Who knows? But there definitely seem to be a lot more of these little tiny ones than there is better sized skimmers. Well, this is only the second time I've ever fished South Walsham Broad. I came here last week for a few hours and didn't really get a lot. After watching an old video on Facebook, old Bob Nudd getting a few. I think he was doing one of them fishing days, and someone's family invited him down there, and they were getting loads of little skimmers, so I thought I'd give it a go. But using corn the other day was a total waste of time, but it definitely seemed a lot better with a few worms, that's for certain. Well, I talked that up. I'm just getting tons of these little tiny ones now. I think they had a decent sized skimmer in about 5 or 6 casts. So I'm just getting loads of them little old diddy things. Need some a little bit bigger. Maybe a bigger bit of worm, I don't know, but they seem greedy little buggers. Yeah, relentless. I've had loads of these little tiny fish now. No decent skimmers anymore. Who knows what's going on? I just get. Luckily, they're only lightly hooked in the mouth. So easy come out and back they go. After swimming them another day and get a bit big hopefully. I think I just saw that swell. I've got a cormorant working right in my swim. Just what I need. Bloody things. Oh, they're a nightmare. Not like the good old days where they could be thinned out a little, but they shouldn't belong on these sort of broads. They do so much damage, don't they? Horrible crackness things. You probably can't hear it, but I can hear some church bells ringing. They're rung at 7 and 8 and 9. It's now just turned 9 o'clock. They've been ringing like hell. I don't know if it's automatic or there's some local pensioners in the village who had too much sugar on the cornflakes this morning and overcompensating. I don't know, but whoever's ringing them seemed very excited. Let's put it that way. They're ringing like hell. Hey, only better ones turned up. That's nice to see. Ever since them cormorants turned up, we've stopped getting any better ones. They're all them little fiddly things. Just what you want. Some lovely sized little skimmers. Perfect fish, aren't they? Nice to see a few of them. Now them cormorants have turned up, I've been getting a lot more little tiny things than I have anything that sort of size. But it's nice to see. It's now 9 o'clock now, or about 9:05. It's starting to get quite warm. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here for. I've got a few bits and pieces to do today, but we'll see. That's very strange. My rods are probably fishing about a rod length apart. The left hand rod is getting a lot less fish, but they all seem to be better stuff. And the right hand rod is getting tons and tons of 4 or 5 inch stuff, all small stuff. And they're a rod length apart. Same bait, same gear, same everything. It's amazing really, isn't it? One of these things you can't explain. Well, it's getting near 10 o'clock and the bites are getting thin on the ground. As you see, I've packed everything away, just got to load it on the trolley and off I go. That's been an enjoyable 2.5 hours, something like that, 3 hours. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Nice to see a few skimmers from here. So I come here the other day and I didn't get nothing on corns, but they certainly like the old worm. Also, I have learnt one thing, then rod bags ain't no good for my quiver tips. That's 2 I've broke now in a couple of weeks, compared to they've been alright for the last 20 odd years normally. So I'm going to have to get a plastic tube or something to slide on the top of them to protect them quiver tips, because they're getting damaged in transit. That ain't no good, is it? Okay, thanks for watching. Catch you again another time. See you later.